Well, it is a good idea. It's certainly a way to kind of recycle. When you take a large brush pile and burn it down to ash, you're down to the essential components of the mineral nutrients, and you can use that in your garden to provide all kinds of calcium and magnesium and other nutrients as well. But you do have to keep in mind that there's a modest amount, not a giant volcano around your tree, and it's due to the fact that fly ash will raise the pH, runs the conductivity up, and can create a root environment that's unhealthy. So we just say be modest with it. It's better to spread it over. Hey, dilution is a solution. So basically spread it over a large area, small amount, and it can just be dusted on and then watered in. And it's a good thing, and it's a good way to dispose of fly ash if you happen to have it out of your wood heater. I do this all the time. I have an old-timey wood heater and clean it out, and then I go kind of spread it around in the garden a little bit, but it's not heavy. You don't want to build a volcano of fly ash up next to the tree or shrub that you're trying to benefit.
So how much is too much?
Well, you can Google that if you wanted to get a rate. I don't like to give rates per 100 square feet because people can walk off and make a mistake on that, but you can Google that, and it's really less than a pound per 100 square feet anyway, so not much. And it's a film, it's a dusting, it's not, you don't want to cover the ground, 2 inches deep with the material around the tree. It's kind of rough on a tree.
Okay, and so what are some of those do's and don'ts? I know you explained it just a little bit.
Well, you can mix it into the soil. Some people do that. They'll take a small amount of fly ash and mix it into the planting hole. There's nothing wrong with that. And a modest amount of fertility from regular sources, and you've got a good sound foundation for the first year of growth, which is critical. When you look at plant material, you've got a tree. It might live 1,000 years, but it's totally dependent on the first 2 or 3. And if you can get a tree in East Texas to survive for 2 or 3 years, for the most part, in spite of the weather, climate change, we're pretty confident that that's what we do here, is we try to get a tree to the 3rd or 4th year, and then we say, you're on your own. You just don't want to shove it out there into the environment. And fly ash and other substrates, cattle manure, all of that is candy in a lot of ways, but don't overdo it, and that's just one of the main rules.
Okay, and are there any other tips you like to give people?
Some people take a teaspoon or so and put fly ash in containers, and there's nothing wrong with that, so you can get rid of your material that way. But this is a long topic, and it's been in our radar, and there's a lot of substrate work. That means container media work with fly ash, and it's how do you dispose of this and make it benefit plant material.